Today we have an amazing project, so we're going to make donuts. I've got 2 SVG donut and we've got donut stickers, and these are kiss cut and die cut stickers. So 1 donut 3 ways. We're going to make all of these out of 1 circle and 1 oblong from 3 shapes in Cricut Design Space. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the designer behind this channel. I'm here to help you get the best of your Cricut machine. And today we are looking at making images from 3 shapes in Cricut Design Space, and we're going to make this super easy donut. And honestly, I know easy must be my most popular word, but this is beyond easy. It's mega easy. So I've made a double layered donut there, but I've also made print and cut coloured donut stickers. Now these are 2 layers. You could make them with more layers, but I'm going to show you how to make first of all the basic shape in Cricut Design Space. So this is a white glitter donut. How to make it as an SVG, a double layered file. That's really great for cake toppers, and just that in the middle of a birthday card for me would be fab. Or how to make them into print and cut, kiss cut and die cut stickers. Okay, so we're going to hop onto Cricut Design Space and let's get started. So we're going to start with a circle and an oblong, and you want the rounded oblong. These are all in the 3 shapes bar in Cricut Design Space. So once you have what you want, close the shapes bar, and then you're going to make your circle larger and put the oblong to one side. And once you've done that, duplicate your circle. So I've turned it pink so I can see what I'm doing, and I'll change the colour of the inner one. I'm going to make it smaller, take it to the centre, and then I'm going to change the colour of that so that I can see. And then I'm also going to select all, and I'm going to go to the align bar, and I'm going to align them centrally so that it sits exactly in the middle. Then right click, select all and slice, and you're going to slice the centre out to make your donut shape. Don't worry if it's not big enough, go to the offset tool and you can now add an offset. So just add a slight offset, keep messing with it until you get the size you want, and that's a perfect donut shape. We now want to create a bite out of our donut. So with the remaining circles that we've sliced out, I'm just going to make them small and then arrange them on the corner of the donut. So you can just duplicate them and arrange them until you've got almost a bite shape. I'm just going to position them all around so there's no gaps, and so that when you look at the donut it looks like somebody's taken a bite out of it. And once I've done that, the donut out of the way, select all of the dots and weld them together, pop the donut back, and I'm going to position it over the corner. Then I'm just going to rotate that slightly just to get it just right. Unlock it, and you can just drag it so that it covers enough of the corner. Then select all, and you're going to click slice, and there you go. It looks like I've got a bite out of the donut. We're going to duplicate the donut and we're going to create the top layer. So the top layer, we're going to have hundreds and thousands of sprinkles. So we're going to just put that there. Then we're going to change the colour of our oblong. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that I can see when it's layered over the top and we can start to slice it out. So I've reduced it down, I've unlocked it and just dragged it so it's a bit smaller and a bit thinner, and then I'm going to times it by 3. Once I've got my 3, then I can start arranging them. But you can see there that what I'm doing is making sure that I've got 3 different candy strands and they're all in different direction. Then I'm going to duplicate them all so that I've got lots of copies that I can now arrange around my donut so that they're all in different directions and it looks like sugar on the top of a donut, which is the effect we want to get. Once you've got all of your candies arranged, then you're going to move your donut out of the way because you're going to weld these together. The reason you're going to do that is because they will not slice individually. So if you weld them together, you can then bring your donut back and you've now got just 2 layers. So if you select all and slice, you're going to slice the candies out of the bottom of your donut. Once you drag that out of the way, you can see there that you've got your candy donut top. So we're going to colour that. And then we're going to pop that back over the top. Now the only thing we're going to do here is I think we need a bit of an offset on the bottom layer. So we're going to delete the bottom layer and then we're going to create an offset so that it's a bit bigger. We'll just create an offset on there. And that will just make it stand out from the bottom. Get rid of that. Colour that brown. And you can mess about with your colours in the shape bar. And then if you drag that back, that now looks better because it looks like the icing is sitting on the top. So you can put a third layer in and you could duplicate your top layer and remove the contours, and that would give your sugars a different colour. So that is an option. But today we're going to make kiss cut and die cut stickers. So what I've done is I've duplicated my donut by 6 times. And then I've changed the colour of the top for everyone, so I've got 6 different colours. I've arranged them so there's a nice space between them all, and then I've flattened them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an offset. And what's really important here is that your offset isn't touching, because if the offset touches, then your die cut will cut together, and you want 6 separate donut stickers. So I've arranged them there. And now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the colour of the background to white, and that's going to be our die cut layer. So we've got the kiss cut donuts and the die cut white area. So we're going to duplicate that 4 times. I'm going to select all and align it so that it's all aligned perfectly. I'll pop my donuts at the top as well, so I'll bring that to the front. And then you can see that when I put it all together, we'll select all. We're just going to put some of those out of the way because we're going to use those to make a solid sheet. And I'm going to go into my align tool and center, and they're completely centered now. Now I'm going to attach, and it's really important that you attach it and not flatten it at this point. Your donuts need to be flattened, and then with the back layer you attach it all together, and that will create a stack so that it will cut them 3 times around the edge, 1 time in the middle, or 4. So now I'm going to create a white background for these donuts, and I want kiss cut and die cut stickers on one sheet for this. So it's just a different way of doing it. I'm going to go in and make that white. Make sure it's a print and cut layer, and then I am going to duplicate that 3 times. And once I've done that, then I can arrange those. You want them all aligned centrally, and you want to drag your donut layer to the top so that you can see your donuts, and then you want to attach it. And again, it's really important that it's attached, not flattened. Once you've done that, select both of the layers and attach these, and then you can cut those on the same sheet. So now you're just going to have to drag your corner till the red box or the exclamation mark goes, and then you know that your sizing is perfect for print and cut. So now we can click make, and we want to cut on the mat. And there are our sticker sheets ready to go. So I'm going to turn off the bleed, but I'm going to turn on system settings, and I'm going to choose fine, as I know that the quality will be better than printing through the Cricut settings. I'm also going to cut my 2 SVG layer donuts, so I've coloured those and they're ready to go too. And here come our donuts. And how great do they look? So let's put them in and see if they cut. So here it is, and it's currently doing the die cuts around the edge, so that's really good. And then it's going on to do some of the kiss cuts as well. So it's doing the kiss cut first, and then doing the die cut. And on this sheet it is doing the die cut around the edge because we've done that as one sheet, and it's kiss cut the inside. And there you go. And here we are, the moment of truth. So I'm going to use my hook, and I should be able to, and yep, look at that. Peel the sticker sheet off. So we have got one sheet. I'm going to reverse weed that because I don't want it to bend. Take the centre out, and there you go. So I've got my kiss cut and die cut on one sheet. That's that. And I've also got my individual. Whoa, look at those. So these are really good for if you are a seller and you want to just put your logo sticker or a sticker into as a gift when you sell something, or to put in kids' birthday parties or make name badges. They were so easy and they look great. All made from a circle and an oblong. Just brilliant. And here we are. We have our finished donuts. So what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to use sticky pads to attach them. That will take a few secs. I'm going to pop the sticky pads on the back of the donuts because we don't want to get them in the way of the sugars. I mean, in theory you could have made a third layer so that you could make your hundreds and thousands a different colour, but that would just be adding an offset and removing the colour. And then we want to position this so it's just inside, and look at that, a layered donut. That'd be brilliant for a cake topper. Two gorgeous donuts and donut stickers, all made from a circle and an oblong. And how did you find that? How easy is it to make things, anything, out of shapes? And I'm confident you can make most things just using shapes in Design Space. It's just about tuning into that creative part of your brain. You can achieve and make anything. But if you think you have any shapes or designs you want me to have a go at making, then drop it, let me know, drop it in the comments and I will have a go and see if I can create a tutorial to make it in Cricut Design Space, because it's all about messing about and playing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!